I want to talk about bedroom habits now. OK. Not those kind of bedroom habits. Apparently, sleeping apart from your other half may be one of the best things you can do for a healthier, happier relationship. It is called a sleep divorce. So, hands up who here is ready for a sleep divorce?
Yes.
Really?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Well, first of all, I don't sleep very well.
OK.
And my husband snores quite a bit. But I've got a guilt thing, you see, because it's a double-edged sword here, because, you know, it's a second marriage, and I didn't get married to sleep apart. And we don't sleep apart, by the way, except when he snores, and he would not even waken up if thunder sort of took the house down. So I can be in the bed and out of the bed in somebody else's room, watch the telly, read a book, and back in the bed, he doesn't even know I've gone. So much for
you're
that.
doing it by stealth.
Yeah. Exactly. But there's a lady in the front row there, absolutely admitted it when we mentioned it, yes, nodding the head.
Would love it.
Well, it's funny, though, because I brought this up with Mark on our podcast, and I just, as a total surprise, I said to him, listen, what do you think? I've always thought it would be really good. Well, I haven't always. In recent years, I think it would be a really good idea if we had different bedrooms.
Yeah.
He got so upset. He was like, well, I mean, he was mortified, and he was like, well, why? And he got quite cross. As well, you know, it'd be lovely, you know, and we can visit each other, and we can say, do you want to come round mine? And you can say, do you want to come round mine? But his whole thinking of that was, he was saying to me, he said, it's almost like you want that sort of frisson of sort of not knowing somebody. Like, he saw it as me now not being interested in wanting a new relationship. And it was amazing how many comments below came up with other men saying that. Men, much more than women, saying, oh, I completely sympathise with Mark. I would find that really upsetting if my partner said... But the thing is, we're not built, we're not made to sleep together. And I've got terrible teeth grinding, snoring, I've got all these things. So I'm stressed all night thinking I'm going to wake him up.
Yeah.
And also it's that stretching out, isn't it? And there's nothing quite like it.
And don't you think that men associate bed with sex, whereas women associate bed with sleep? So they see... When you say, I don't want to be in bed with you, they think you're saying, I don't want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Whereas, of course, actually, Desmond Morris, the man-watching expert, as he's known, he always says he was married for a very long time, and he said we never slept in the same bedroom because it's like a poverty thing.
What about
the
sex,
aristocracy
then?
have separate wings. You know, they quite happily say to you, yes, this is my wing, this is my husband's wing. But it was poverty because the Victorians only had one bedroom or one room, so they were forced to sleep in the same room. And then it just became kind of like the thing. But
so what did Desmond do about sex, then? If
well, he says sex should be an event.
Right.
So it shouldn't just be that you're lying there and you go...
balloons,
oh, yeah.
How about it, love?
It's an event. It's an event in our house.
You should go and visit each other in your separate boudoirs, you know.
But bottom line, there is a certain amount of guilt, I think, because I do think you get married to sleep in the same bed. I do actually believe that. And I think I do feel a bit of guilt if I even sneak off.
Yeah.
So there's something...
We're not involving Andrea in this because she's newlywed, so it's pointless.
Yeah.
I would absolutely... Because Gary snores. So most nights, either he or I end up in the spare room. Yeah. And I just think, oh, you know, why having to do that migration? Let's just...
Would you like separate houses?
I keep saying... I keep joking. She's stolen my line. That's what I was just about to say. No, I was, but thank you.
Well, Deborah's been in touch because we asked you what you felt about this. She said, we've been in separate beds for 10 years. He can't stand my fidgeting. I loathe his snoring. It's a win-win in our house. So there we are.
I suppose you do worry about losing the intimacy that isn't sex.
Non-sexual intimacy. Quite like the idea of tiptoeing down the corridor and knocking. Hello.
Hello.
And you can lock your door. You can't do that if you get a prod on the shoulder. I'll leave you with that thought. Right. No.